friends, and welcome back to First Chapter Friday. I almost said Happy Friday. Happy Friday, friends. For today's First Chapter Friday, I have picked Ghosts Come Rising by Adam Perry. Okay. So we have a little introductory paragraph here. It says, in the mid-19th century, a religious movement called Spiritualism spread across America. Spiritualists believed that the living can communicate with the dead. Though it faded in popularity in the beginning of the 20th century, it returned at the end of the First World War and the emergence of the Spanish flu pandemic, when many people were looking to make a connection with their loved ones, no matter the cost. Though many mediums in the movement were later revealed to be frauds, it is unknown if any were telling the truth. So that is kind of similar to people who said that Ouija boards could be used to connect to spirits. So, prologue, which is the beginning of the book, sets the scene. It is the chapter before chapter 1. Prologue. Upstate New York, October 1920. With a twist of my fingers, I can raise the dead. Watch me work in the darkness, going through a stack of newsprint photographs, cutting out faces, and arranging them on the table. My fingers move quickly, acting from the memories baked deep in my muscles. I glue a face in a swirl of cotton to a black painted board, and just like that, a ghost is formed. Enough to fool people, anyway. I hold my creation up to be judged. Sometimes my younger brother John stands behind me and clucks in approval. Other times he adds little comments like, "Her head don't look right," or "You cut that one sloppy." He's always right. I move on, and when I look over my shoulder, I see John's sunken eyes in the candlelight, and I think he looks more like a ghost than any of the ones I create. He coughs until he shakes, and I rub his back to settle him. Breathe, John. I'm all right. Keep working. My camera is as thin as a book when closed, and I unhook the side and extend the bellows like an accordion. I light the lantern's wick and move it close so the face is exposed, then turn the lens until the blur is right. Things look magical out of focus. Click. The shutter opens long enough to soak in a hint of light, and the first exposure is made on a plate of photographic glass, just enough for the imagination to work. Out in the hall, I hear Mr. Spencer's speech, polished from hundreds of performances. Come, O Spirit, descend upon this room. Join us for a moment on this side. I mouth along, can tell when he's been drinking by the rhythm of the words. When the time is right, I open the small door and deliver a package to Mr. Spencer. My dark hair and clothes blend into the background. I'm never even seen. By the time he slides it into his camera, the con is finished and click. The second exposure is made in the studio, this one lit by a flash. The camera will never leave your sight, Mr. Spencer says to the woman. There are some who doubt the truth of what I do, but we know better. Make no mistake, your husband is here with us right now. Surely you feel his spirit reaching out to you. Follow me, we'll develop it together. He charges $10 a photo, by appointment only. It seems expensive, but Mr. Spencer tells me they're rich folk, except they don't look it to me. Now, never leave my side. I want you to know this is real, Mr. Spencer says. Real. Mr. Spencer says that word over and over, as if repeating it will make it so. And maybe if you tell yourself a story enough times, you really can believe it. Maybe the lies we tell ourselves are the strongest kind, the kind that makes you ignore all the signs pointing at the truth. Time passes, and from the dark room, I hear a shriek of joy as the woman sees an image appear on glass, watching as a ghost comes rising from the dead, almost like her husband was never really gone. I smile. My work was good. The days turn into weeks in this town, the 18th place we've been since we started living with Mr. Spencer, and John and I go through more papers and take more photos, always dressed in dark clothes and hidden away in closets and back room. We're ghost children that hide in the shadows. Cut, cut, cut. Glue, glue, glue. Click, click, click. When it's dark, we lie on a narrow mattress in the back room. I always sleep dreamless with John's body wrapped in my arms like we did when we were back home. One soul in two bodies, our parents used to say, before the sickness took them. I hold him tighter. John breathes heavy, and I think he's getting better. Maybe that's another story that I want to believe. Some nights I think about what we're doing and wonder if it's bad, but I do it for him, and that's all that matters. I'll say anything if it keeps him with me. My name is Liza Carroll. I am 12 years old. My brother John is 10. Don't believe anything I say. So, if you'd like to read Ghosts Come Rising or anything like it, give us a call and we'd be happy to set this or something similar aside for you. Happy Friday!